author Denise Kauai, and today I'm coming to you from Cockamamie Farms on Etsy.com and cornerstead.wordpress.com. Today we're going to talk about how to make your own 40-hour candle using things that are probably laying around your house. Let's get started. So here are all the things that you're going to need to make your own 40-hour candle. The two main components of your candle are going to be a tub of vegetable shortening. Crisco is the name brand, but you can use any off-brand as well. Some 3-hour emergency candles, or you can use any long stick candle depending on the height of your container. And then you just need a glass vessel. And I'm going to use a recycled beer bottle that the top has been cut off of. You're also going to need a glass container to melt your shortening. You can also just scoop the shortening directly into your candle. It's not as nice of a look, but it burns just fine. I've made them in mason jars, glasses, really any kind of glass vessel will work. You just want to make sure that the candle that you're using is the appropriate height for whatever your vessel is. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take some of my shortening and put it in my glass container because I'm going to melt it. We're going to put a shallow base of shortening in the bottom of the candle so that we have something to stand our emergency candle up in when we're ready to put that in. So I'm going to go and melt this on the stove, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so now I have my melted vegetable shortening. I should have added that when you are melting this on the stove, you're going to use it as if you're using a double boiler. You set your glass vessel inside of a pot that has hot water in it, and you stir every few minutes until it melts. So now that I've got it melted, it's a nice liquid in there. We're just going to pour a couple inches worth into our container. We just need enough in there so that when we stick that candle in, it'll be able to stand upright. So now that we've got our little bit of liquid in there, I think you could see it, we're going to let this cool until it solidifies again so that we have a nice base. Okay, so now it's been about an hour and now your vegetable shortening should have set up. So what you're going to do is take your emergency candle and you're just going to stand it right in the center. Ideally, the wick will be about even with the top of your container. And now you're going to do the same thing again. We're going to melt a little bit more of the vegetable shortening and then we'll fill it back up to the top. So now here I am back again. I have some more vegetable shortening that I've melted in the kitchen, and we're just going to pour it around the candle. You want to be careful not to get the vegetable shortening on your wick, so just pour around the edge. Pour it nice and even. You're going to pour it until you're about 1/4 to 1/2 inch below where the wick comes out of the top of the candle. So your candle's going to peek out a little bit. That'll make it so that it'll be easy for you to light your first time around. Once it sets up, you'll have your own candle. Depending on how long you burn it, it'll burn between 40 and 50 hours. If you burn it several hours at once, you're not going to get as long of a life out of it. I typically burn them between 2 and 4 hours at a time, and they last forever. So that's it. That's how you make a forever candle using vegetable shortening, a 3-hour emergency candle, and a glass vessel. Thank you for joining us today at Cockamamie Farms and cornerstead.wordpress.com.